Hey guys, welcome back to Drift Toad Garage. In this episode, we're gonna get a few things done so we can kickstart this project and get this motor pulled.
First things first, we had to get emissions done because you're required to get emissions done once every 2 years and the Porsche was due for it. So we drove down to the emissions location, and as we got in line, it said that the wait was 14 minutes. However, we waited longer than 30 minutes, which was a little stressful, and I'll let Zach explain why.
So it gets a little stressful because when driving around, the car likes to stall out at a stoplight. The wiring in the car is not the best, and it's kind of on the fritz. So waiting in line for 30 minutes, I was stressed out the whole time because it was going to stall out on me. It never did, but we had other problems. So we got to the front of the line, and when we were called up, we were getting the car looked at. I offered the guy to look at the exhaust, and he said it's unable to be done because the muffler had fallen off of this car, and there's not a good way to control the gas flow into their piping. So we had to leave the line and get it figured out. We went down to the local auto parts store and we got a reducing pipe that we were able to put into the exhaust, and we were able to go back and wait in line again.
Yeah, and the way that Zach had put this reducing pipe onto the car is probably my favorite part of the day, and here you will see why. So after Zach went a little bit caveman on the Porsche, we drove back to emissions, got in line again, and finally they cleared us to go be next in line for the car to be tested.
So this was exciting news. We got it through, it passed, everything was great. So now we are able to continue on with this progress of the build. We decided that we'd take it out on the back roads and just kind of drive around, kind of get away from everything. No stoplights, no nothing. We had pretty good luck with the car not stalling out on us. So it was a very exciting day. So the big thing about emissions was that we wanted to knock that out of the way because now we'll have 2 years before we have to do it on this car again. We're not expecting this build to take 2 years, but whenever we do have it finished, we'll be able to continue to drive it on the road because we can just continue to register it next year without having to do emissions. So that was a really big part in waiting to pull the motor on it until we could get emissions done and be in the clear for 2 years.